ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Soul Calibur 6. I am your host, Kenny Joe. Hopping right to it with Azwel. Maybe. Surveillance mission interim report 1. Oopsie, dropped the link.
Interim report on the Azwel surveillance mission. The subject was born into a family of doctors who conducted research on plagues. As well as modern medicine, he pursues knowledge in numerous other fields, including history, martial arts, fine arts, literature, and human culture. His broad knowledge and intellectual pursuits gained him entry into the organization. He contributes greatly to our group, including his research on ecological theory and artifacts, particularly those who've lost their humanity. In recognition of his deeds, he was rewarded with a seat among the 12, the organization's supreme decision-making body. Currently, the subject is assigned to our branch in Northern Europe, researching the evil seed phenomenon.
Interesting.
Which occurred yesterday. This ends the report. The following document contains an interaction with the subject.
I have a hypothesis. I believe the evil seed was caused by what is known as the cursed sword, the yin to the yang of the spirit sword, the symbol of the Azwel organization. The fragment of the cursed sword, gathered by intelligence, emitted a wavelength similar to the one observed from that pillar.
I can't remember if it was Azwel or someone else, but one of them was just like, it's nothing but story. Like, no fighting.
The human race
See if I can
emit
find
the
it.
same wavelength as the cursed sword.
Maybe it was Azwel, but it might also be, what's his
individual variations
face?
aside, the
I'm not
evil
gonna search
seed
for it.
steals the minds of those with the same wavelength, turning them into fiends. This sword dares to populate the world with fiends who threaten my beloved human race. Disgraceful, isn't it?
It is.
Still, that abominable evil seed has sparked an idea in my mind.
I mean, if there's nothing but story, that's fine and dandy with me. I mean, I like a good fight as much as the next guy, but I mean, yeah. Tis what tis.
Hypothesis is correct. Then it lies with the one who wields the cursed sword, the Azure Knight.
Oh wait, do I get to fight Nightmare? Ouchie, my knee. Nope. Inter report 2. Based on my observations, a hypothesis made by the subject may hold water. Nightmare, the Azure Knight, is a cruel leader, and our number one priority should be exterminating him. I'm confused. Because...
That ends the report. The following document contains an interaction with the subject.
I'm confused because... Azwel seems to be
At long last,
claimed to be a good guy, but yeah, he's doing things
I've created a
evilly.
prototype of a device that will be the key to freeing the human race from its shackles.
But,
Glove, you mean?
This is no mere glove.
doesn't he saying
Fitted
take
with
out...
replicated fragments of the spirit sword and the cursed sword. It utilizes their wavelengths to
Nightmare.
unleash a power capable of annihilating the fiends.
Could be meaning it for his own nefarious purposes, though.
Fear not. As I stated,
That makes
I'm
sense.
using but replicas of fragments from the cursed and spirit
What?
swords. I have
Why
not
are you stalking around the
violated
corner like that, little
organization's
missy?
cause as espoused
Well, come up
by
here.
the oath. Death to outsiders. They
Well,
who
come on.
reject
No,
humanity,
leave it alone.
And to those who would wreak havoc with their power. On to
Hey,
the
come
testing.
on. Get up here.
First, let's go
Kitty, kitty.
outside and see
Come on.
what this device can do.
Come on. Get up here. There you go. Good girl. Good girl, Mocha.
There's no cause for alarm. That filth is an outsider I captured for this very purpose. Let the experience begin.
Interesting. Wait, do I actually get to fight, or... Let's see. Yep. And it's not Azwel. Maybe it's, what's his face? If I see his name, I'll remember it.
One, fight! Here I go!
Oh my. as a character in the first game or two, and then just kind of. So he wasn't in Soul Calibur 2, but technically that was the third game of the series, so. See, I can't tell if Azwel's a good or a bad guy. Because, like, the whole situation with Grow, that showed him as a bad guy, but. I still think he's a bad guy. That's my thought process here, is he's a bad guy. That's what I think. Then again, what do I know? That's just how I see it, yo. Not a big fan of his fighting style. I don't know, it seems clunky.
Everything seems to have worked perfectly. However, more power is needed to produce the key.
What is this key?
Why, it's the key to my plan to save the human race, of course.
Kitty, kitty.
In time, this glove will produce it. But, alas, that moment isn't now.
What are you
I need to find
doing?
a way to increase its
Where are
output. Ideally, I would create a wavelength close to that of the evil seed. But using fiends like those we encountered
There
does
you
not
are.
generate enough
What are you
power.
doing?
But no matter.
Are you just gonna sit there,
We can worry
huh?
about the
Okay.
methods later.
You sit there.
That aside,
What?
I think it's time you knew about my plan to
Don't give me
save
that look.
humanity. It has no doubt been on your mind, correct?
My cat is weird. Minutes. Dropped a remote. The subject has not only created a replica fragment of the cursed sword, he has also captured an outside element on whom he has been performing nefarious experiments. I shall demand that this is brought to an end, as well as continue to monitor the subject's movements with extreme caution. Wait, so this is someone watching him from the outside, I think.
In the process, let's commence
Because
the
Azwel's the one
test and rid
doing these
ourselves of
experiments,
some guilt.
so he wouldn't be writing about stopping them. He would be writing about continuing them or doing them or something. So this is somebody watching him from the outside.
Fiends similar to the
But
ones we
who?
all know and despise, but that are even stronger.
That is the question.
If I just
Yeah,
sit
Mocha,
around here
but who?
twiddling my thumbs, our precious human brethren in the surrounding
What are you staring
area
at?
may be transformed
Oh,
into
you're staring at
filthy
me.
fiends. Onward to the astral fissure to investigate and to exterminate.
No, now you're staring at the wall.
Stronger wavelength. This is most promising.
See, that's very curious, though, as to who's writing about him, who's writing the stuff. Because it says, I accompanied the subject to the actual Fisher's location. And these are interim reports. And he's talking to somebody, like an overseer or something. On our way, we were attacked by a miscreant claiming to rule the area, but the subject dealt with them in a shockingly extreme manner.
If your maggots want to pass
So
through
that
here
begs
in
the
one piece,
question.
give us everything you got. Well, what's that?
Who's writing
So
these?
their low intelligence
Who's this
concerns me.
overseer?
They still deserve love. I shall accept the love they have
And
to
why should I
give.
care? No, but in all seriousness, though, it does beg the question as to who it is, why they're writing it, in third person, no less. No, first person. No, it's third. I is third, right? I think so, yeah, because... Yeah, because using your name... No, using your name is third person. Next person's talking in first person. This person's talking in first person. Next, referring to yourself in third would be saying your name. So, like, Kenny wants a drink, you know, third person. Where versus I want a drink. Hello, pretty lady. Finally, they announced Soul Calibur 6. And... Or not Soul I'm playing Soul Calibur 6. They announced Mortal Kombat 11. I used to like playing Mortal Kombat just because it was fun. Then I'm like, I kinda got out of it. On press X. Is that neat?
Can you stand the test?
But then,
My love. Excellent.
they also announced Crash Team Racing. Like a remaster of it. Comes out the day after I turn 21. I think I might pre-order it. Another one. Oh, interesting. How'd I do that? I held circle. I can figure it out later. I've got a training mode, I can figure that out. There. Oh my.
Can you stand the test?
Well, Crash Team Racing was a fun game. I played it on the OG PlayStation. But then also I played, some of like the successors. Well, I don't know if I'd call them successes, but I like the successors, like Crash Tag Team Racing. Yeah, I enjoy. I've always liked Crash Bandicoot.
Forgive us.
But I was never a fan of like the regular games, where you have to go through and beat levels. I enjoyed the racing games
between
more.
your legs all of a sudden.
I don't know why, but I've always enjoyed the racing games more.
Your bluster and limited vocabulary was so precious.
The regular
It's
base
as you
time.
said.
Speaking of which,
I'll do
I'm
anything.
going to do a video about this later, but a long time ago when I was playing it, we discovered enter a certain cheat at the menu, and you could play a demo
The victor goes
of Spyro the Dragon. I think it was Ripto's Rage.
You refuse, you die. So take up your
But
weapons
yeah, I don't know
and
if they had that in there, that'd be kind of cool, Or like enter, a thing at the menu and can access like the original, like a demo of the original Crash Bandicoot or something. That'd be cool. It would be so cool, man. So cool.
I did it. I did it.
Wonderful, marvelous, what a splendid drama-filled
Interesting.
performance.
Well,
But Crash Team Racing, that doesn't release till
First,
June, so
illuminate me. What were the names of those
Plenty
who
of
just
time.
fought and your relation to them?
plenty of time.
Don't test my patience.
The one collapsed right there's John. Known him since our group started.
Oh my! And who's that over there?
He's
Oh, he's gonna kill
my
him.
younger brother, and I.
Such a fine expression! Finally, you realize what you have done! Do continue and be quick about it.
Something happened.
Oh, what is the matter? Tell me how you feel! Lament to me! Are you done? Well, fair enough. You put on a spectacular performance, so it'd be unkind of me to be angry.
You're gonna get angry anyway, I bet.
Why so furious? Do not misunderstand my intentions. I adore the human race. Indeed, to me, humans are worthy of love like no other. The way
And
they
yet you
are always
experiment
so
on them.
delicately balanced between joy and despair, love and hate,
are an
reason
interesting
and emotion. It
whatever
gives me
you
the
are.
strength to
You're not
forge
human, I know
on.
that much, I can
And
tell.
so I must give them my
You
all in
ain't
return.
human.
Be a shining ray of light that saves them. Let's proceed. If my estimates are correct, the astral fissure is the foundation of that shining ray of light.
Interesting. Surveillance mission interim report 5. The subject is planning to utilize the astral fissure, although verifications are yet to be made. The increased number of outsiders in the vicinity make me almost 100% certain the fissure should be dealt with, and any attempt to use it punished accordingly. Once I fully ascertained the nature of the subject's plans, I have no doubt he will be deserving of swift execution. Or just kill him now. That's simple.
So this is the astral fissure? glorious
Ooh,
Kid
jeez,
Grande.
my back. It's just the way that I'm sitting, it get hurt.
Yes, yes. Its wavelength and output seem to match the evil seeds. I can safely conjecture that this is the cause of the increased filth in the area. While I do need to consider their extermination, for now I'll try to enhance my device. Well, it goes without saying that the astral fissure would be filled with powerful waves. This explains the filth appearing. How deplorable. It enrages me to think that such abominations could breathe the same air.
Yep.
Battle!
Oh boy, fight. A berserker. Interesting. Azwel's his fighting style is quite interesting. But at the same time, I don't know if I like it. You suck. See, if I had PlayStation Plus, I could do some online battling. And then, that way, you know, I can continue on. However, I can do like random battle back, or this person, you know, stuff like that, but you know, that sounds fun. If they added, like, a character in DLC, they're gonna add more. I wonder if they're gonna have Soul Chronicles of the Damn.
Do you wonder why I chose not to seize them? Naturally, I wish to see all fiends destroyed, along with any monsters who pose
You're
a
an
threat
interesting
to the
character,
human race.
Azwel.
What annoys me most is that they dare resemble my beloved humans. Such blasphemy. My experiments and observations on the filth have concluded. All that remains is to eradicate
But they're humans at the end of the day.
Now, it's time to enhance the device. Oh,
They're not mimicking or mocking or pretending to be humans as well. They are humans, but they've been basically just been possessed.
Do you see? The fragment's waves and its output have increased. What's more,
Someone chopped this idiot's head off.
fissure is gone. Is this assimilation? Absorption? Interesting. This is a remarkable discovery. With this, my plan can proceed.
Someone killed his food.
What? The fragment?
It's gonna go boom.
It's shattered. The replica must have been too weak.
Well,
to
yeah,
handle
you
the
can't make a
increasing
replica
power.
of something super dangerous
So,
like the frickin' Soul
It has
Edge.
to be the genuine article or nothing.
Because if you do that, it's gonna end up backfiring on ya. And then you gonna die. Because it's gonna blow up. Final. The subject is secretly attempting to get his hands on both the fragment of the cursed sword obtained by intelligence, as well as the spirit sword fragment that has long been in our possession. In order to carry out his plan, he needs to steal both fragments and will attempt to do so 2 days from now at noon. The moment he attempts to take them, we kill him. Or you just kill him now. You don't wait until because what if you blink
organization must be on
and he
high
has
alert
them,
by now.
you're screwed.
They've been fooled by your false reports, and they worship the replica spirit sword fragment. Even though the two fragments have been recovered.
To think we could be controlled like puppets.
My, what a pleasure this is! The leader of intelligence himself coming to say goodbye. You got here quicker than I anticipated. Well done.
Now I'm a little confused.
Why have you betrayed the organization, huh?
Wait, what?
What have you done?
Him? Well, I realized I was being observed, but when I asked him to stop, he refused. So I did what needed to be done. Fret not. His life is not in danger. While my plan for saving humanity is important, I do not take pleasure in killing a beloved human. Regardless, you really didn't suspect a thing, did you? Were you not even slightly suspicious about only receiving...
Okay, so we played them for fools, but still, like...
An evil apostate such as you could never save the human race.
Your words cut me deep. I have a vision, a plan to save humanity.
Okay, so you're gonna save humanity by killing humans. Yeah, real smart.
Have you gone mad?
Every single villain in any movie ever, in any game ever, who has attempted to do that has failed at the hands of the hero.
But by combining the powers of the Spirit Sword and the Cursed Sword, the evil seed can achieve perfection.
It used to be one weapon, and then, or it used to be two weapons, and then split or something. I forgot how the story goes. It's been a while.
Humanity to its
Been a couple
rightful
weeks.
place and freeing them from their twisted fate.
So that is why you needed a fragment of the Spirit Sword.
Precisely. My research has laid the foundation for the model to produce a perfect evil seed. The ultimate seed. I no longer require the organization.
That's
I
gonna be good.
sympathize with your cause, and I have learned much about the spirit in cursed swords.
I need a drink.
But it is that cause which shackles me. My research has concluded, and with my plan to save humanity complete, you have all become shackles about my legs.
Let's see.
I can see there is no reasoning with you. You leave me no choice but to slay you, here and now.
Do you think you can? You may be Gro's sword master, but you can't expect to defeat me. As thanks for your coming here personally, allow me to show you what happens when you combine the spirit and cursed swords.
Interesting. Ow. Fight's coming up. Oh, goody.
Battle 1. Fight!
Oh, jeez, he's quick. Not Azwel, but Orzel. Hey, Orzel. Not me, though.
Battle.
What a pity.
Fight!
Here I go!
Ah. Oopsie. Block it. Oh, jeez, I may lose a fight here. There we go.
Can you stand the test? Accept this from me! My love! You passed.
Oh, jeez.
Can you stand the test?
Because I can.
Accept this from me!
His fighting style is probably the same as Gro's.
Excellently done.
Battle 3.
Cocky, are we? I don't know what I'm ready for. Maybe some grilled cheese. Or something. Oh. Whoa, that was close. That would have sucked from that jumped over the edge. Would have been hilarious. Don't get me wrong. Yeah, it would have been hilarious, but that would have sucked.
Where did you obtain such power?
You can still stand? I suppose I should have expected no less from one of the 12.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
Who are you?
Finally, some backup. Kindly take care of this. I was careless to assume you were the only betrayer.
How dare you oppose Lord Azwel? Miserable swine!
Oh my.
Let's leave it at that.
Yes, Master.
That was uncalled
All your
for.
pursuers have been taken care of.
Well done. The time for research, experiments, and observations is at an end. We now enter the
Oh my.
implementation phase. My beloved human darlings, I shall show you a shining ray of light that will free you
What are you,
all from
Sagittarius?
suffering
Watching you
and
your GX the other day.
sorrow.
Dude, the Society of Light or whatever.
The names of the warriors whose fates were bound to the two swords have been etched into the very fibers of history.
Even though it says the same thing over and over, I do like to hear that. Plus, those make good thumbnails. That was Azwel story. So with that said, thank you all so much for watching. Please hit the like button. If you wish to see more of Soul Calibur 6, be sure to hit that subscribe button to get that notification. And I will see you guys around.